What better way to start the day than with a little bit of The Rock's Terramana Tequila? Oh, I've been waiting to try this bad boy for ages. Oh, I mean, it's neat lemon juice because the tequila hasn't arrived yet, but cheers, Rock, my man. Here is your wrestling news. A released WWE star could be returning soon. Also, WWE are launching their own talent agency. And is The Rock about to play the Scorpion King once again? Let's find out in a bit. No way, Jose used to be a phrase that was attributed to people who didn't want to go skydiving with their best friend Kenneth. It's also the name of a wrestler from the past of WWE. No Way Jose had a fairly decent run with NXT, then got called up to Monday Night Raw, and it just sort of fizzled out from there, unfortunately. It looks as if No Way Jose, following being released back in April, could be on his way back to the company. So Fightful Select have said that several people inside of NXT and WWE say that No Way Jose is coming back. Several indicators of this, one of which includes a trademark filed by WWE for The Way. Simply The Way. Either Ugandan Knuckles is about to enter NXT, or No Way Jose is coming back with a more intense gimmick, potentially. Because No Way Jose as a performer, there is a lot of love and desire for him to do well within WWE. I know there are people there who were a fan, but the gimmick just didn't quite land. However, he's got the look and the style and the positioning to easily be a thing. In fact, when he was let go from WWE, he started putting promos online which showed this more intense, aggressive side to him. And I don't know whether that has reminded people of what he is capable of. So a lot of people saying that No Way Jose on his way back in. This trademark filing is just one potential indicator that may lead to him coming back. The trademark for The Way does suggest a more intense No Way Jose, perhaps. We'll all find out together. Not against No Way Jose coming back. I don't think the conga line stuff really landed as well as it hoped, but I feel like bringing him in is something a little bit more meat on the bone. I think could do very well. And what about stars coming into WWE going forward? Well, there could be a whole new way that this works, as WWE are launching an in-house talent and management agency. So last month, we talked about this extensively at Cultaholic. WWE pulled back on stars using third-party social media platforms like Twitch and Cameo, with plans to do all of that stuff in-house. So anybody getting deals would have to go through WWE to make that happen. Well, steps have been made in that direction as WWE have put out a job for a talent brand manager. Now, this person will, quote, develop and execute growth strategies for talent brands, drive opportunities for talent brands internally and externally, and collaborate with talent third parties to solicit and assess new opportunities. So this is WWE doing what they said they were going to do. In a sense, controlling people jumping onto platforms like Twitch, like Cameo, and things like that, and running it through their business. So it looks as if this is where the journey begins for WWE stars signing new deals for Twitch. Another thought when it comes to WWE setting up this talent agency, and this is just a hack theory here. Remember when Andrew Yang said that if Joe Biden became president, he would speak to Biden about speaking to WWE about the whole independent contractor thing? Does WWE having an in-house management team that they sign their independent contractors to make that less of an issue for them? Just putting that out into the world. Just putting that out into the world. Impact Wrestling presenting Turning Point this Saturday. 2 more matches added to that lineup. We will see Jordynne Grace teaming up with Tennille Dashwood. They're going to face Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie. The road to the Knockouts Tag Team title tournament is here, with several of the Knockouts division finding tag team partners. So we could see Jordynne Grace and Tennille Dashwood as a team that just can't get along. They will get a run out on Saturday. Also, Eddie Edwards is going to face Daivari. Former WWE star Sean Daivari returned to Impact at Bound for Glory. He was in the Call Your Shot gauntlet, and him and Eddie Edwards will go one-on-one this Saturday. Also this Saturday, we will see Moose and Willie Mack tearing it up. We'll see Brian Myers facing Swoggle. That's going to be one of the funner matches of the evening, I reckon. The North defending their Impact Tag titles against the Good Brothers. We will see the Knockouts title on the line as Su Yung defends against Deonna Purrazzo in a no disqualification match. And in the main event, Rich Swann puts his Impact World title on the line against former champion Sami Callihan. Staying with Impact, the Rascals seem to be wrapping up their time with the company next week. It was revealed last night on Impact Wrestling that Desmond Xavier, Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel are all leaving the company next week. Their final match will be teaming with Rich Swann on the show next week. They've been part of Impact for about 5 years now, but obviously with Trey Miguel being a relatively new member joining in 2018. On to other things. You may start your AEW rumours now. Best of luck to the Rascals, whatever they do. I've enjoyed the way they've lit things up in Impact Wrestling. Wherever they go, they'll be great. Bit of a note for you on the viewership for Raw on Monday night. Good news! Wasn't awful. Yay! Party! So they were up against a lot of sporting shenanigans last Monday night. So up against NFL shows on ESPN. Obviously the New York Jets and Patriots game did a good number against Raw. But Raw managed to end on an average of 1.69 million, which is up on last week. Certainly not an amazing number in comparison to where they've been in the past. But started well at 1.85, dropped down to about 1.53 by the third hour. That elusive third hour, they just can't seem to keep people there. People keep running away from it, which is always going to be the challenge. The good news is, this time last year, when they had this show with the sports coming back and everything else seasonally going on, they did their worst numbers in history. So the fact that they haven't done their worst numbers is actually a bonus. They are up year on year. And finalamo, Hakuma Shente! If you smell the cry of the Scorpion King from all those years ago. Remember the Scorpion King movie? Remember Scorpion King from 2002? It's coming back. It's getting a reboot. The announcement came via Deadline.com, who reported that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Seven Bucks Productions, his production house, are actually going to be producing the reboot of the Scorpion King. And whether or not The Rock is going to play the eponymous role of the King of Scorpions, the answer to that is no, not by the looks of things. The Rock quite happy to be steering the ship, but not on the camera. He spoke to Deadline and said, "The Scorpion King was my very first role ever on the silver screen, and I'm honoured and excited to reimagine and deliver this cool mythology to a whole new generation. I wouldn't have had the career I'm lucky enough to have had it not been for the Scorpion King, and can help create those same opportunities for other hardworking actors today." So look out for the Scorpion King making a return to screens very, very soon. Hey, if you haven't done so already, check out on the YouTube channel Straight to Hell, Ross interviewing Rocky Romero ahead of Talking Shop-A-Mania this weekend. Rocky talks about all things Talking Shop-A-Mania, and of course he picks some things from the world of wrestling he detests to send straight to hell. You can watch that on the Cultaholic YouTube channel right now. There'll be some more news along later on with Jack as well. Jack's here later to tell you everything you need to know about the AEW video game announcements from last night. Lots to be excited about there. Jack will fill you in on it a little bit later on today. I'm just going to finish off my tequila, so have yourself an amazing Wednesday. It is Wednesday, isn't it? It is, yes. Stay safe. Love you, bye. Don't drink neat lemon juice. Cheers, The Rock, my man.